Bonjour, I just got back from the gym because I'm trying to keep the habit to work out 4 to 5 times a week and I'm hungry. Usually when I wanna eat and I'm in my apartment, I eat alone at my desk. The same place to work, same place to eat, like many young people in Paris who live in a small studio. But today I want to do something different. I want to go to a park, grab something to eat and have lunch alone, quietly. I used to do it a lot a few months ago and it was great. So let's come with me. Looks like I'm going to school with my bag. I'm out at République. There is this small shop that I really like. They make Japanese food like onigiri, karaage for a really cheap price. It's called Omusubi Gonbei and it's a hidden gem in Paris. And this is just there. Bonjour, je vais vous prendre un thon mayo, un poulet piquant et un karaage s'il vous plaît. And I got the food. I have 2 onigiris and a karaage for only 9 euros. Just after buying the food, I'm following this street, the Rue du Verbois, and I can reach a cute little park. Everything just by walking. That's something I really like in Paris. You can walk everywhere and reach all the parks and the monuments just by foot. Omusubi Gonbei is like one of my favorite street food restaurants in Paris. You can buy food as a takeaway. It's quick, affordable, and this is really good. And here we are. We have the park. Let's go. So we are in the square Émile Chotan, if I remember the name. It's in the middle of Paris, and it's kind of quiet. There is the road just behind me, but it's a quiet park. And it's time to see what we have. Oh, let's go. I took 2 different onigiris. They have many flavors. I took my favorites, the spicy chicken, the tuna mayo, and the karaage, which is a Japanese fried chicken. And they also make vegan onigiri. Please guys, look at that. This is the spicy chicken. The onigiri is a bit thick, so you can take like 1 or 2 onigiris and it's a good snack. Let's try the spicy chicken. The rice, guys. The rice is so good. It's like thunder, it's melting in your mouth. The chicken has the perfect heat, the perfect amount of spice. It's really well balanced. I love this one. I really like to sit in the park to have a lunch when I'm alone. I've seen many videos on YouTube and Instagram of people, like shy people, telling that we should normalize eating alone in a restaurant or in a park. I think that eating alone in a restaurant, if it's not fast food restaurant, I would be a bit shameful, I don't know. But eating alone in a park, I just love it. I think it's a quiet moment for you, it's like self-care. Maybe I'm not ashamed of that because I'm used to also shoot content in public since I'm like a teenager. But I think that many people are creating problems that shouldn't be problems. Like eating alone is okay. If you're in a small studio in Paris, you are already doing it every day. So let's normalize eating alone in a park. That's just okay. I see so many people on social media like trying to and be more confident in public. And this is great. I also made many things when I was a teenager to not be hurt by people's judgment. Like I was dressing really ugly, my clothes were ugly, and I was like, yeah, I don't care about my clothes, I don't care about my style, this is so superficial. And it was like a defense mechanism. Like if you choose to be ugly, if you choose to dress really badly, you are trying to protect yourself. You don't try to be beautiful, you don't try to look pretty, so you don't care about the judgment of others. But I think it's a good thing when you're a teenager. But when you grow up, you need to be confident with yourself. You need to be okay to be beautiful, you know. Just trying to act like you don't care, it's still caring. I think that the real peace in your life, like really feeling okay with yourself, is just to act like it's normal, like to normalize that. When you live your life against something, you're still obsessed with this thing. Okay, it's time to try the mayo and tuna. This is the first time I'm trying this one, so let's see if the mayo and tuna is a good mix. The mayo is not hiding the taste of tuna. It's really fishy, it's really good. And the rice is still perfect, just perfect. I prefer the spicy chicken because I love the spiciness, but this one is good too. I really like this shop because everything is thick, it's generous, and it costs only like 250 euros, something like that. Dealing with loneliness in a big city can be tough. But I think it can also feel like a gift. Like you're in a park, alone, in the middle of the day. It's like self-care. But for many people living in a big city, especially when it's not your hometown or your home country, it can be really difficult, feeling lonely. That's also why I created We French. For people who don't know, it's a website that I created, a platform to connect expats and non-natives who are living in Paris. and it's free to join. But I think that many of our problems when you are living abroad can be solved when you meet someone who already done it. By the way, if you want to join WeFrench, go to wefrench.club. I think that the best thing to do to fight loneliness is to not stay at home. Like if you're living in Paris, don't stay at home. Your home will be small because it's expensive, like many big cities. Go to a park, go to a co-working. I usually go to the same co-working area or the same cafe and I meet people there. Okay, let's try the karaage, the Japanese fried chicken. I'm a bit disappointed because it looks not that much, but I think it's just an illusion. Like the chicken is still thick, you know. Look at this crispiness. The breading is beautiful. Let's try. This is good. Be careful because it's really fat. It's really oily. It's not an healthy karaage with a thin crust. No, it's oily, it's fat, but it's generous and delicious. I really like this energy. Like being alone in a park, it's quiet, it's peaceful. If you're living in a big city, or even in nature, like in the countryside, don't stay alone in your home because you will go crazy. Take everything you can from the place you are living in. Usually we are dreaming on something else. We are dreaming of another city, another country. We are dreaming of changing a life. If we can't change it right now, we have to deal with it. When I was in my hometown, I think I didn't get everything I could from this city. Like the countryside was around me, like the forest. I should have been more connected with nature. But I was making videos on YouTube, so I was happy. And by doing this vlog, I connect again with the young kid that I was, who was dreaming to be an influencer. And now I'm doing it full time. And I just can't wait to create new content with long videos on YouTube. I made short videos for more than 2 years, and I was happy with that. But I was missing something. I had to put more value on the table. I had to feel more connected with people, and I felt that it was not enough to make just short videos. A few months ago, I was interviewed by a friend, by Paul Barbosa, and he has a podcast about entrepreneur, and I was invited, and we talked for 2 hours, and I felt so good with this podcast. And I missed that, talking on camera or on a mic, creating long-form content. That's what I want to do with these daily videos, and I hope you love it. I just finished lunch. I feel great. And I encourage you so much to do the same, like going to a park, eating alone. The moment when you're alone can also be a gift. Like the life can be overwhelming, the city is noisy. Take this moment to reconnect with yourself. Tell me in the comments if you love to eat alone or if you feel shy about it. I'm going back to work to edit some videos and see you tomorrow.